Good morning and welcome to morning devotions for the community of St. Andrews in Glenwood, Maryland. My name is Paul and I will serve as leader today. We're recording this service so that others can access it at a time convenient for them. Let's begin. O Lord, open our lips,
and our mouth shall proclaim your praise.
Blessed are you, sovereign God, creator of all. To you be glory and praise forever. You founded the earth in the beginning, and the heavens are the work of your hands. In the fullness of time, you made us in your image, and in these last days, you have spoken to us in your Son, Jesus Christ, the Word made flesh. As we rejoice in the gift of your presence among us, let the light of your love always shine in our hearts. Renew your spirit, and your praises ever be on our lips. Blessed be God, Father, Son, and Holy Spirit.
Blessed be the God forever. Blessed are you, creator of all. To you be praise and glory forever. As your dawn renews the face of the earth, bringing light and life to all creation, may we rejoice in this day you have made. As we wake refreshed from the depths of sleep, open our eyes to behold your presence and strengthen our hands to do your will, that the world may rejoice and give you praise. Praise be God, Father, Son, and Holy Spirit.
Blessed be God forever.
Bless the Lord, all you works of the Lord.
Sing his praise and exalt him forever.
Bless the Lord, you heavens.
Sing his praise and exalt him forever.
Bless the Lord, you angels of the Lord.
Sing his praise and exalt him forever.
Bless the Lord, all people on earth.
Sing his praise and exalt him forever.
O people of God, bless the Lord.
Sing his praise and exalt him forever.
Bless the Lord, you priests of the Lord.
Sing his praise and exalt him forever.
Bless the Lord, all you servants of the Lord.
Sing his praise and exalt him forever.
Bless the Lord, all you of upright spirit.
Bless the Lord, you that are holy and humble in heart.
Bless the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Sing his praise and exalt him forever.
Be joyful in the Lord, all you lands. Serve the Lord with gladness and come before his presence with a song. Know this, the Lord himself is God. He himself has made us, and we are his. We are his people and the sheep of his pasture. Enter his gates with thanksgiving. Go into his courts with praise. Give thanks to him and call upon his name. For the Lord is good, his mercy is everlasting, and his faithfulness endures from age to age.
Our meditation this morning comes in part from Richard Rohr's Daily Meditations. This is an old one developed specifically for All Saints' Day, which is today, called Experiencing the Joy, the Feast of All Hallows. When these spin days, as the ancient Celts called them, All Saints' Day and All Souls' Day, which is tomorrow, we are invited to be aware of deep time when past, present, and future time all come together as one. On these pivotal days, we are reminded that our ancestors are still in us and work with us and through us. Protestants thought it was about worshiping saints, but that largely misses the point. Actually, this is a Christian meaning for reincarnation, which Christians also called the communion of saints in the Apostles' Creed. This was the common and corporate notion of the human person. It realized that our ancestors are indeed in us and with us, as modern DNA studies can now prove. And then early Christianity added maybe even for us. We were quite foolish to make fun of many native and Eastern religions, which we dismissed as mere ancestor worship, who usually had the more corporate notion of personhood, far removed from the myth of modern individualism. All Saints' Day is a celebration of all of us precisely in our togetherness, which is why the New Testament in 20 places called all God lovers the saints. At this point, I thought what would be interesting to do is for each of us to think about the saints in our lives, the people who have gone before us, who have influenced our lives, particularly in ways of faith and our Christian beliefs. And so I'll let you all think of that for a few minutes. I'm going to talk about there have been many in my life, but one I think of most recently is the Reverend Van Gardner, who I think most of you know. Van was the dean of the cathedral for many years. He died a few years ago from neoblastoma. So just an awful end to just a wonderful lifetime. The thing that was so remarkable to me about Van is that he was clearly a man of God. His sermons could reach people at all levels. And yet here was the man who loved to go to Irish pubs, loved to sing and carry on and have a good time. He was a great Baltimore Oriole fan. He just loved his Baltimore sports teams. He was a graduate of city schools and grew up in the Remington area of Baltimore, Camden area of Baltimore. And just, in many ways, he was a very average kind of guy. And yet a person whose spirituality was never in doubt. And so it said to me, hey, you can have a good time. He really had a good time. We used to have for his birthday every year, he used to go down to the Irish pubs in South Baltimore and party. So that he to me was a very important person, and as far as my Christian journey goes, he came along fairly late in the process, but he really was reaffirming of so many positive things, and yet, as I said, he really knew the joy of life. So who pops out in your mind today as being a saint for you in your past or now?
My Aunt Helen was 10 years younger than my mother. So, and my mother had me later in life. My mother was a good woman, but not the most loving. And I should say in showing love. My mother had a little more pessimistic look on life, but my aunt found real joy in life. She found joy in her grandchildren. She basically adopted me from a very early age as my second mother, and always included me in everything, especially after my mother passed on, who was very close to my aunt and actually died in her house. But she was not outgoing as far as professing her Christian life, but she showed it in so many ways. She was a teacher. she loved children. She loved to teach them. She loved to teach games. She just had, every time I went to her house, she had a new card game. And the grandchildren, the children, all of us would join in, and it was just grand fun. And I just saw her soul as a very giving person. After she retired, she drove a lady to church. As I said, she was not a great church going, but she offered everything that a Christian should give. And she just, the day she died just broke my heart. Great woman. And I'm very close to her daughter, my cousin, and her husband, who is still alive at 92 years old and driving, very limited, but he goes out, he does stuff, his mind is very sharp. So that family has just always been very close to me and very loving and very giving, as Christians should be.
So for me, the major players in my life for my for my Christian upbringing really are all still alive. So, but now you just closed that reading, Paul, and that last
I didn't.
the last did you close it? Did you mean?
I didn't touch it. I'm wondering if something happened at night.